What's going on, family? Welcome back to Israel's Movie Reviews. And today we're going to be discussing The Invitation, starring Logan Marshall-Green. And I encountered this movie on Netflix, as right, Netflix and chill, as we all do sometimes. And this, by looking at the trailer, it intrigued me a lot because it looked dull, looked dim. You can tell the cinematography and the lighting from the trailer just captivated me, especially with Logan Marshall-Green starring in it. I'm a huge fan of his. He's the doppelganger to Tom Hardy, but he's an exceptional actor as well. And this stars him as a man who accepts an invitation to a dinner party hosted by his ex-wife. An unsettling affair that reopens old wounds and creates new tensions. Let's stop right there, right? Who the fuck in their right mind is going to accept an invitation, let alone stay in touch with an ex when they already moved on, when they already remarried? Not me. But that's basically the premise of the story. And it's kind of a bugged out concept because, you know, if you're no longer together, you know, you should be excommunicated, right? Expelled. She's an experience. You move on. And in this, you can tell, obviously, he probably still had mixed emotions, mixed feelings. And while some invitations shouldn't be accepted in the first place, there are also people you probably shouldn't have invited in the first place. Always remember that. And just like that, you find yourself in a house with a lead that you're supposed to care for. And we do feel his struggle, his pain, his tendency to kind of lose it at times. Throughout the story, you don't know if he's nervous. You don't know if he really wants to be there. You don't know if he's pretentious in any way. You don't know if he's going through paranoia, right? And the first half has some great tension. That's what drew me into seeing this movie from the trailer alone. But it wasn't enough for me, as it went a little too slow for my liking. There's a good reversal in the middle of the film. You can tell that this film was well written. It was nicely made. The setting was ominous and very unsettling, especially for that atmosphere that you were supposed to be in. The acting, especially from the female lead, it could have been a little more compelling. It felt flat, in my opinion. But overall, this is a dramatic thriller, more than a horror, with substance and raw emotion. But you ask yourself, why is this happening throughout the whole movie, right? We can't get any more in his head. Is he in his head? Why won't he just leave with his spouse? So it's up to you as the viewer to, right, piece this puzzle. I feel like Logan Marshall-Green gives a great lead performance, you know, with this well-written, wicked script that constantly is challenging you as the viewer to guess what's going on. The best sense possible is a scene that I don't want to spoil, that they're at a table and you question yourself. It's like, damn, are you going to drink this wine? Why everybody's drinking and the people that actually are hosting this event aren't? You start to question yourself. But the way this progresses and the more that's revealed within the movie, the more you're intrigued by what's happening and sometimes not happening. Can we believe what we see and what ultimately goes through the movie, right? Sometimes you ask yourself, damn, is this really happening? Is this a dream? Because certain sequences sometimes don't match up with a later sequence. But overall, this was one of my highlight films from back in 2015. I have made it extra point that The Invitation is a low-paced thriller with a confused beginning. It's kind of boring in some moments, but it does pick up. The mystery is kept to the end, and the conclusion is surprisingly great. Overall, it could have been even though it was well written, it could have been a little more well crafted. I needed a little more cohesiveness. The movie basically starts right in to him driving to this place. You don't know how he got the invitation. You don't know the background of the people until a little midway through the movie. But overall, I will definitely watch it. I give this movie a 7 out of 10. You can go check it out right now on Netflix. And let me know what you think. Write me in the Discord. And it was one of my top films of 2015, believe it or not, from Netflix. Because I was intrigued. It's not a movie I don't see myself watching again, but you never know. And that's my review on that. If you liked this review, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. And if you want more content from me, just subscribe to the next one. Peace.